Just putting in our stuff and getting closer. We had a really good practice today. Good energy. It was an hour less time. Maybe that had a lot to do with it, but it was just a good practice.
When you're installing stuff, Doc, do you go offense first, defense, or you match the two? How does that work?
Probably 75 defense, 25 offense. You know, last year, I was just telling Jeff Capo, I think the first 2 exhibition games, we only had our early offense, and we're fine with that. So we're in no hurry with that. That'll catch up. But we're a defensive team. We got to be a defensive team, and so we have to get that in.
We talked about this in pre-summer this summer about Shaquille O'Neal in the defense. How was that working for us?
Well, it's going to work. You know, got to put more onus on the guards. You know, I think we'd be fooling ourselves to think Shaq's going to be out at half court trapping and showing and all that stuff. You know, so instead of trying to get him to do that, we got to put the onus on the guards to keep the ball in front of them. It does put more stress on them, but we understand what we have. And let's just be honest, the closer we can keep Shaq to the basket, the better for us. He's a force down there, he's a shot blocker, he's a rebounder. We don't want him away from the basket.
When you're talking about that onus on the guards, we're talking about picking up defense.
Yeah. Just we're going to ice a lot of them. You got to stay into the body. Shaq's got to do his job still. And, you know, the biggest change for Shaq is talking on defense. He's got to be really verbal. And that's one of the things we talked about last night, that even he said that's a little different for him. And, you know, that's fine, but we got to do it, and we'll do it.
Is anybody going to hear him? I mean, Shaq, as you know,
we're going to get a microphone for him.
Hey Doc, with Tibbs gone, do you keep the same structure defensively? Do you tweak it? How does that
No,
work?
we keep the same. You know, Tibbs and I, towards the end of last year, wanted to make some changes, but it was in the middle of the year and we decided not to. So we'll make those changes now as a group. But other than that, there will be very few changes. You know, we may do a couple of things, but not much.
These guys who've been here for 3 years and whatnot, they know that system.
Yeah. Well, listen. We went from #1 in field goal percentage defense to #9 last year, and we want to get that back to #1. That's what we told our guys, and that was due to injury and a lot of other things, but we still went to 9, and so we want to get that back to 1, and we want to pressure more. You know, our first year and a half, we pressured the ball up the floor. Kevin was up the floor pressuring, and you know, due to Kevin's injury, we got away from that completely. And you know, last year, Tibbs and I thought that really hurt our defense, because now teams are starting to run their offense with 18 seconds on the clock instead of 12, and that's a big difference.